Early this morning, the ship docked at a remote island to replenish its stores of fresh water and give the crewmen time to hunt, fish, and compete at sporting games. The captain said its name is Gasa Isle, but the druid Lae'dellik called it the Isle of the Lost Enchantress. Her name is unknown to him, but she was said to rule this island in the prior century until she vanished abruptly. Lae'dellik set out on a trek to locate a certain mythic cave on the island, said to have a rune chamber that flows with spiritual energy. Innyk went with him, and by midday, the men found the cave, or rather, the crypt, as it turned out. Innyk and Lae'dellik enter the crypt. The walls all have nooks where the bones of the dead rest. There is also a sarcophagus and an exit at the other end of the room. Innyk glances around at the musty walls and the sarcophagus. Beneath the dust and cobwebs, there are etchings. I haven't any idea whose tomb this is, but let's meet him. The fighter approaches the stone coffin, ready to unseal it. "Stop!" says Lae'dellik. "Do not disturb the dead." Innyk frowns. "But look around. This is no sanctified tomb. Whoever built this were barbarians, heathens." "Like me?" The druid slams down the butt of his staff. "You are blind to customs that are not your own, but this is a burial ground, sacred to those who rest here. Do not disturb the dead." Innyk is not hearing it. "Look now, this isn't the tomb of Blacktongue. We take what we can." Innyk wins the skill contest, though it was not a substantial enough situation to count towards level advancement. Lae'dellik is cowed into silence. He steps back and lets Innyk access the sarcophagus. When he heaves open the lid, a trap sets off. Dust kicks out from every burial nook in the walls, and for a moment, the chamber is filled with a flurry of flying darts. The party survives the trap. In standard D&D, a DM could choose to award XP at this point. The Novaura campaign setting uses a simpler challenge system when it comes to level advancement. This particular trap encounter was a lesser challenge. Lae'dellik looses a string of curses in his native tongue. Innyk says, "You're still alive. Next time, get your shield up faster." The Archai replies, "My shield is fast enough. Next time you do something stupid like that, I smash your face with it." Innyk looks at the druid's shield, fashioned from a large shell. "Your shield is made from a turtle, but you think it's fast." "Shows what you know of turtles." The fighter takes a moment to search through the moldy remains in the sarcophagus, whilst the druid chants a healing prayer over himself. This treasure table is one from the Novaura campaign setting. I should point out here that Novaura's currency system is scaled down for the purposes of realism. 10 gold pieces in Novaura is the equivalent of 100 gold pieces in standard D&D. Lae'dellik sees the set of small stones carved with ancient runes. "This is a sign. We continue. The rune chamber must be nearby." "I'm hoping so," replies Innyk. "Keep close and try not to open any sarcophagi." The two men make their way down a sloping tunnel. The area ahead is dim and shadowy, so Innyk lights his lantern. They enter into a large area below. It is a rough chamber, and some of the surfaces are crumbling. There are raised sections to either side and ahead. On the highest platform, there is a statue of a robed woman with her arms outstretched. "Is this the place that you're seeking?" asks Innyk. Lae'dellik replies in a low voice, "I am not sure yet." There then comes a voice, like a whisper in a strange tongue. It utters a few resounding syllables. From the shadows of the den ahead, a giant scorpion emerges. Lae'dellik shouts a word of command and flings his staff to the ground. It enlarges, transmuting into a giant constrictor snake. At the druid's command, the snake slithers forward and engages the scorpion. Its tail lashes out, but deflects against the scorpion's thick carapace. Innyk darts for the other side of the chamber, near where he sees a steep set of stairs that leads to one of the higher sections. He does not notice the cracked sections of floor, and he feels the ground breaking beneath his boots. Barely avoiding the crumbling pit, he falls to the floor. Two strange beings slink up to the edge of the upper section. Lae'dellik spots them. Lanky, twisted, thorny things that have blank, mouthless faces and shaded eyes. They each hurl a handful of sharp needles at him. The druid evades the volley of thorns. The scorpion strikes out with its two pinchers, then its barbed tail. The snake makes a return attack with its tail. Lae'dellik shouts the command word, and the snake turns back into a staff. The druid then chants aloud and roars. Two tigers appear, one engaging the scorpion, and the second engaging the thorn men. The tiger's fangs sink into the target's leg, and he rips the limb off. The creature falls to the ground, oozing sap-like blood. Lae'dellik roars again, producing a great burst of athleticism. He goes running, easily leaping over his prone ally and the broken floor. Innyk picks himself up. He jogs around the crumbling area of floor and goes up both sets of steep stairs. At the top, he sees part of the wall has broken, and chunks of rubble are strewn about. The scorpion assaults the tiger in front of it. The thorn man swipes at the tiger. Lae'dellik shouts to Innyk as he climbs up the stairways. "Are you going to destroy the statue?" He yells back. "I just wanted away from that scorpion. Look at the size of its stinger!" Propelled by the last of his athletic rush, he passes his ally and approaches the statue of the woman. Her stony expression bears a hint of mockery. "She must be the Enchantress that used to dwell on this island." But he is unsure of anything more. The tigers attack their opponents. Innyk comes to his comrade's side, sets his lantern down, then draws a javelin and aims it at the plant-like enemy. The javelin skewers the target, and it slumps to the ground, unbinding into a pile of briars and roots. "Oi!" shouts the fighter. From within its den, the giant scorpion attacks the tiger. first tiger looses a roar and is gone. Again, the strange whisper echoes throughout the chamber. The scorpion comes skittering out and starts climbing up the wall. It moves up the rough-faced wall and comes near to the statue. Lae'dellik and Innyk brace up. The second tiger backs up a few steps, then pounces the scorpion. The tiger's pounce knocks the scorpion prone, then it follows up with a bite.
Something is wrong,
says Lae'dellik.
the tiger barely made a scratch.
Innyk agrees. I saw it too.
There is a protection over the scorpion. I think it is a statue.
The druid lays a hand upon the statue and begins reciting a chant. There is a sensation as if the pressure in the air drops suddenly. The scorpion falls into a defensive posture.
Whatever you did, I hope it worked!
Innyk lets out a battle cry, draws his warhammer, and rushes up to the horrific critter. There is a crunching sound as the warhammer cracks the scorpion's carapace. An ugly rage boils up from within Innyk, and he presses his assault. The scorpion releases a pathetic squeal, as though suddenly released from the statue's enchanting hold, only to find itself under the horrible onslaught of this iron fist. The hammer smashes over and over until the giant arachnid is reduced to a broken heap.
It's dead. I killed it. I killed it. Steady, my friend. May calm waves find you.
The soothing sound of the Archai's voice brings Innyk down from his mad rush. Speaking in his native tongue of Temotu, Lae'dellik sends his remaining tiger to scout the tunnel ahead. The two allies watch the beast squeeze into the shadows. It sniffs about, makes a soft call, then returns calmly to its druid father.
This is the way.
Innyk picks up his lantern and follows the Archai. They enter a small chamber with rough-hewn walls adorned with carven runes. For a moment, the two stand in silent wonder. The druid, because of the mystical power flowing through the space, and the fighter, because of a fantastic shield lying atop a pedestal. It is a work of fine craftsmanship, inlaid with golden filigree, black niello, and jet. Innyk takes a step forward, but Lae'dellik halts him.
Wait!
After looking over the area and the pedestal, Lae'dellik says,
I find nothing that gives me worry. Go on.
Innyk sets his battle-worn shield against the wall and takes the gold and black shield from its resting place. The shield seems to almost drink in the light from his lantern. There's something special about this shield. I don't know exactly what, but it feels peculiar. It feels protective over me. The Archai looks at the reinforcings of iron and gold, and he scoffs.
Keep your metal thing. This chamber is all I seek.
The two men rest there, as Lae'dellik studies the runes and ruminates over the mythic energy held within the room. The Novaura setting treats magic a bit differently. It is rare, mysterious, and always comes at a cost. In order for magic users to recover spell slots, they must expend spirit after completing their required rest. There are different ways of gaining spirit, some more risky or grim than others. Here ends this scene on the Isle of the Lost Enchantress, as Innyk and Lae'dellik prepare to return to their ship in the morning.